So let me get this straight. You have to buy a prequel comic in order to understand Batman and Flash's relationship in the 2022 Flash movie. Well, whatever you say, Warner Brothers. More right after this. What is happening, Internet? K-Wink here, and today we're talking about the Flash movie and why you, yes you, have to buy a Canon comic describing Batman and the Flash's buddy-buddy relationship that you'll see in the movie that was never explained prior to a comic book. This is, of course, Warner Media being, well, Warner Media. So anyway, folks, it's fun time here again in the world of DC Comics where K-Wing basically tells you what's what. So here's what's going on. This April, a new comic book starring the Flash, is Ezra Miller, will be coming out, and it'll explain how Batman trained him to be the hero that he is in The Flash, the Fastest Man Alive miniseries from DC Comics that is canon according to the director Andy. In a new comic, the Flash is teaming up with Batman as his DCEU speedster counterpart, and he works with Ben Affleck over 3 issues, training with him to defeat a CW villain, you know, that guy that looked like Colossus, the Girder. Now, Girder actually is a Flash rogue from the comics, although the only time he's appeared in live action has been as Colossus on the CW's Flash. You think I'm joking, but go Google that. You'll see what I'm talking about. So this new comic was announced Thursday, and it features the Flash sporting his brand new costume that they showed in the trailer. And if you're like, wait a second, where did that costume come from? Well, he gets the new costume in the Flash tie-in comic. I know, right? It's canon. So yeah, that's how he gets it. He's going to wear it in the movie, but he gets it from Ben Affleck's Batman, which was in the script, in a comic book. It really feels like they broke up part of the script and they decided to make a comic instead of just like having this in the movie, or having this, better yet, as an HBO Max miniseries leading into the Flash that would have been like 30 or 40 minutes long. You're welcome, DC. So yeah, basically the Flash comes looking for Batman's help to fight Colossus wannabe. And this guy's wrecking havoc in Central City. So it's up to the pair to work together to take the person down, as well as Batman, a man without superpowers, to help Flash learn how to use his speedster powers. I don't know about you, but since this is a DCEU, right? Would Batman really be the hero that you would want to go to learn how to use your superpowers? I mean, not Henry Cavill's Superman, or maybe Wonder Woman, or a guy who can breathe underwater, or a man that's made out of machines. Nope, we're going to go with the guy who's a billionaire, who's just flesh and blood. I love Batman, but I mean, this is just a stupid story. It is. It doesn't make any sense. If I was a person with superpowers, I would definitely want to seek out someone with superpowers. I know, common sense is lost on this day and age in the youth today, but I mean, come on. That's just, oh wow. So anyway, the first issue, which will be coming out in April, the same time around the death of the Justice League, will be a 48-page issue featuring the art from Ricardo Lopez. Issue 2 will feature the art from Juan Ferreira, I believe, while Jason Howard will draw the third and final issue. Now, the art that you've been seeing in this video is actually from a guy named Max Fuimara, which features the Flash very prominently, and Ben Affleck's Batman, who is being, marketed as being in this book, really teeny tiny, right up there in the corner, because that's Ben Affleck's Batman. He's just in the background, which makes me think, uh-oh, what are they going to do to poor Ben in the Flash movie? I really think they're just going to erase him the way that Batman ends up getting erased in the Flashpoint movie. It's not going to be painful or anything like that. Barry's just going to talk to Bruce about something and all of a sudden decide to run back in time and save his mom, and then he creates an oopsie. Or when he runs back and saves his mom, maybe he screws up the multiverse and then ends up in Burton's universe. I don't know. I'm just, purely speculating. But it'll be something along those lines because they're really trying to cram this multiverse idea on everybody. So I think instead of just creating a new timeline in the beginning, he's going to end up like jumping into different like worlds by accident because he doesn't really understand how to use his powers. Which, according to this comic book, kind of makes the movie pointless because Batman is teaching him how to use his powers in the comic, which was supposed to be a part of the movie. So, which is it? I don't know. It seems like Ben Affleck's Batman is going to be training Barry Allen, according to the press release. And I just have so many thoughts that I don't think I can share. Because they're going to say, you're a Snyder fan, aren't you? It's like, I am to some extent. I think people misunderstand me. I will forever call Zack Snyder a hack for killing Robin. And at the same time, I also would love for him to complete his story, just so we can be done with it and get a proper Flashpoint movie. You know, see the end of Justice League 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, and have that be his Lord of the Rings saga, and then they just hit the reset button with a proper Flashpoint movie that then introduces whatever they want to do after that. But then fans would have gotten to see the end of Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill's journey, and then, whoop, everybody is recast. There you go. And then you can do whatever you want. That's what fans wanted. That's what I have wanted as a fan, because, you know, yeeting Jimmy Olsen and Dick Grayson was pretty stupid. It was. It's a thing that still haunts DC, hence why they resurrected Dick Grayson in Keaton and Leslie Grace's Batgirl movie. I mean, it is what it is, right? But I am just really confused why they would make this tie-in comic and have it be connected to the movie when the premise of the movie is Barry learning how to use his powers, and yet you have a comic book with Batman teaching Barry how to learn his powers. It just... it feels really weird, you know what I mean? But yes, I know what you're saying. This movie is canon to this comic. It's like, yes, you will have to buy this comic book because the director, Andy, not some fired writer who's working on Batman 89, Sam Hamm, who is like, yes, this is a definitive connected story to Burton's Batman 89. And you ask Tim Burton about what he thinks about the 89 comics, and he's like, they did what now? So when he said that, that means Sam Hamm's little Fantasyland isn't really in line with Tim Burton's, you know, vision, because he had no third movie. Warner Brothers said, no, we don't not want you to make another one. And Tim's like, you don't want me to make another one. So there is no third movie in Tim's head. This is just purely Sam doing Sam stuff, you know, trying to make a name for himself after being fired from the Batman franchise and replaced with more talented writers. Ooh, did I say that? Oh, I'm sorry. But this time, this is actually canon to the director, because the director of The Flash said it is. So when that happens, it's kind of like DC can say whatever they want. They own the properties, but director gets the last say whether or not something is actually canon to their universe. And Andy said, yes, this story, which is really cool, is connected to my movie. Meaning, you as a fan, in order to get the full picture of that buddy-buddy relationship between Barry and Bruce that you're going to see in the Flash movie, probably during the first arc, it will be more fleshed out in the comic, which you'll have to read. Now I want to hear from all of you. How do you feel about this? Are you excited about the prospect of a Ben Affleck comic instead of an animated movie or HBO Max miniseries highlighting Ezra Miller and Ben Affleck's Batman getting to know each other and working as super friends? I see what I did there. Or do you think this is just really stupid and they're trying to silence the Snyder fans? I don't know. I mean, I'm on the fence on this, so let me know in the comment section below. I'm tired. I'm exhausted with all this DC stuff, and I have no idea what they're doing. To say that they're jumping the shark is just redundant at this point. They're doing something. Good for them. Bully for you. Whatever. I don't care. Because it's my job, I'm going to purchase the comic, and then I'll do a lore on it leading into the movie. How I think this is going to go, they're going to release issues 1 through 3 from April, May, and probably June. And then as we get closer to the movie, they're going to do this big announcement where there's a graphic novel, which it should just be a graphic novel, let's face it. They're trying to milk more money out of you. But they're going to have people buy the 3 issues, and then they're going to release a graphic novel close to the movie that'll be easier for the normies to buy. Just watch. That's what's going to happen. I think the comic is going to be great. It has like a really good writer attached to it, so we'll see what happens. And I just feel like, you know, Warner Brothers hates Ben Affleck's Batman because they say they don't want to use him, and yet here they are using his, you know, his character in a comic book that he has no say over, and it is going to tie into the performance that we see for Ben Affleck in the Flash movie. So I don't know. I would be like the guy in Rome, like Caesar, just washing my hands of DC, but it's my job, so I kind of have to report on it. Otherwise, I'm just going to become a Marvel guy at this point. But, I mean, we have all this great stuff coming out. Gotham Knights and eventually, and multiverses eventually. And I will be covering those when it happens. I'm looking forward to that, and I have a lot of fun lore stuff to share with you guys. But yeah, I'm just between killing the Justice League and this, I'm spent. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this news 3-issue miniseries. You think it's a good idea? Think it's a terrible idea? Sound off in the comment section below. And I will see you guys with more news on Batman-related stuff. Some very important stuff for Batgirl is going to be dropping this week, such as one of the, I believe it's a boyfriend of Barbara Gordon, is connected to the mob. And possibly a very famous actor is going to be cast, or already has been cast, as Carmine Falcone in the Batgirl universe. Because he's already cast as that guy who got peed on by Transformer in the Transformers movies. Bumblebee did it. That guy's Falcone in the Matt Reeves Batman universe, because reasons. All right, people. Thanks so much for watching another one of my angry videos. Wink. If they want to see rage, don't tell them about the Riddler trophy videos, because that was rage. This is just reporting the news. And I guess, like, raising my voice means I'm an angry person. I really feel bad for those sheltered individuals. But if they want to know what yelling is, tell them to go walk in New York City and hear cabbies yelling at each other. Because that's what I do when I actually yell. I sound like a New York cabbie. Because I am from New York. So I'm rude, I'm rough, I'm blunt. Deal with it. All right, people. Thanks for watching. Till we meet again. This is your #1 source for all things Batman and the Dark Knight. TVs, movies, video games, and occasionally comics. All right, God bless and happy gaming. Later, Gothamites.